Who wants a 4-2-4? Do you want a 4-2-4? I want a 4-2-4. So we're getting a 4-2-4. Yes, the only name of this is called 4-2-4. There is actually a fairly good write-up to a degree on the Steam Workshop where I got this from, besides a screenshot of the tactic itself, basically saying that there are certain key attributes you want to look for: acceleration, agility, balance, jumping, reach, key positions of the goalkeeper, the center backs, and the striker, pace, stamina, strength, anticipation, concentration, composure, determination, work rate, first touch, finishing for the striker, professionalism, and pressure. Recruit players with positive personality, e.g. model citizen, media handling style, unflappable, evasive, reserved, media-friendly, new gens. I don't know. I mean, some information you can glean from that might be useful. But overall, it is a standard 4-2-4. You've got a sweeper keeper in defend, wingbacks on the left and the right, ball-playing defenders in the central spots, a DM in front or behind a segundo volante in attack, inside forwards on both sides, and then advanced forwards up front on both sides. Mentality is balanced. In possession, attack you with a standard approach play pass into space, passing direct is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses, and run at defense. And then in transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, standard defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. Pause where you want to see it, because that went really quickly. But now, how did it do for our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Ipswich Town in the championship? Well, we're going to start with our Premier League teams right now, and you can see Liverpool in second, Aston Villa in third. Fantastic table showings. However, Liverpool with 82 points is just a little bit below their average of around 85. Aston Villa doing really well with 77 though. Well, if I'm showing them individually, you know that means there's trophies to be won. Liverpool winning the EFL Cup trophy against Aston Villa, funny enough, 3-2 in the final. Very well done there, and no losses whatsoever. As we move into the FA Cup, again, 3-2 win over Aston Villa in the FA Cup final. I actually had to go back and check it out to make sure that I wasn't looking at the same one as last time. But look at this, no losses whatsoever in both cup runs. It's pretty impressive. And then trophy number 3 comes at the expense of Newcastle, 6-4 in the UEFA Europa League final. 3 trophies, unfortunately just a couple of points. How many points away from first? You got 5 points away from first place. That would have been an absolutely perfect season of 4 trophies out of 4, but you get 3 out of 4, still pretty nice. Squad-wise, I'm aiming to be impressed right now. 29 goals for Salah, not too bad. 21 for Nunez. They've got a ton of them in double digits, which is fantastic. Assist-wise, 16 for McAllister, Salah with 15. Again, we've seen better numbers there, but overall, Salah with 7-3-1, 7-13 for Nunez. That's a pretty nice haul right there. Unfortunately, just 5 points shy of the league title. Well, we know how this is going to go for Aston Villa, losing out in both cup finals 2-3 against Liverpool, but overall, beyond those 2 losses, a fantastic run through. I mean, you don't have a lot of strong teams, but Tottenham's pretty good, Brighton's pretty good, Fulham's pretty good, Birmingham, Bournemouth, QPR, you don't have a lot in the EFL Cup, but still a nice run up until those finals. And 3-2 is not all that bad against a strong Liverpool side. But Aston Villa does not remain trophyless for long, beating Fiorentina 2-1 in the Europa Conference League final. Very nicely done, and you get a trophy. So we got a lot of trophies so far right now. Martinez, 64 appearances, 30 goals for Ollie Watkins. Ramsey with 16 for Luis as well. Assist-wise, 14 for Ramsey, Luis, and Bailey. But the Greens, 7-2-8 for Leon Bailey. I'm skipping Robin Olsen for 1 appearance. 7-2-3 for Ramsey. Overall, not too bad. It's really nice. I mean, again, I would have expected a little bit more from a third place team, but hey, this was a down time for the Premier League, but overall, well done. Data Hub wise, it says Liverpool was incredible defensively and just as good in attack. We've seen some better attacking numbers, but non-penalty expected goals per 90 is through the roof, probably Premier League leaders. Same with shots per game. Defensively is just all over the place. Very well done. Aston Villa is looking very similar, although a little bit better on goals per game, but still very well done by both teams. Unfortunately, Premier League is definitely dominated by Manchester City, as you can see. Most goals, though, Aston Villa and Liverpool in 3 and 4. 78, though, to 75. Still pretty close to Man City's top and Arsenal's second. Fewest shots against, they're in there. Nothing for possession, but dribbles made, definitely 736 all the way at the top. Tackles, Aston Villa's in there. Nobody for best pass completion. 1 and 2 for shots, as you would expect. And as we look at the player overviews, most goals, Ollie Watkins with 17. Mohamed Salah all the way down with 13. Not bad, but still, Salah has done a lot better. No assists. Player of the match, we got Bailey. Best pass completion, nobody, because it's not that tactic. But dribblings made, nobody. I'm surprised no one's in that list. We've continuing with that run, but most key passes are Alexander-Arnold and McAllister. Ollie Watkins, Salah, and Kamara for shots. Overall, not too bad. I still definitely would have expected a little bit better from the players and their stats that they had. Switching gears to the championship side of Ipswich Town, third place, 95 points, 119 goals, definitely the tops of that league. Unfortunately, they miss out on the promotion. As you can see in the playoffs, if you get to the final, they lose out to Southampton 1-0. EFL Cup runs out in the fourth round, 1-1 in penalties against Bournemouth, and then the FA Cup runs out 2-3 in the third round against West Ham. Squad-wise, we'll see how they do here, but 25 goals for Hurst, Chaplin with 23. Fantastic results for both of those. 20 assists for Leif Davis, Hurst with 9. And then average rating, 7.26 for Leif Davis, Hurst with 7.20. Again, you'd like a little, I mean, third place, you kind of want to see a little bit more in the green. You do have some 6.9s in there, which is nice to see, but a little bit better on a couple of games, and you could have gotten into the 7-0s and above. Ipswich Town not doing all that well here. I mean, most goals, 124 in all of that. Fantastic to see. But everything else, I mean, they're in there, like here, most dribbles made in third, second for most tackles won, nothing for best pass completion, second for most shots for. So overall, okay, we've seen better though. Most goals, Hurst, of course, and Chaplin are in there, 24 and 21. Assists, Leif Davis with 20. Of course, he's up there. Hurst with most player of the match awards. So you've got some individual stats. Unfortunately, some areas you're missing out. Leif Davis and Brandon Williams with tackles. Leif Davis with most key passes. Shots, of course, Hurst with 100 shots. Pretty nice. But overall, I think this tactic really worked very well. I mean, the table itself looks very nice. Even if Liverpool have only 82 points, down from their general average, it's still a fantastic place to be in the table. I mean, considering Man City's top was 87, not bad at all. I think it's a good tactic to take a look at, to definitely start out, especially if you need two players up front. You're going to get goals galore, most likely, depending on, obviously depending on your squad. But Aston Villa doing very well at 77 points. Third place is definitely higher than what they're expected to be at. So overall, if that's the shape you want it, definitely take a look at it. It's worth it. So anyway, that is it for me, Seffian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.